think something new under the sun. You can't take back them things you already done. No. You blame things that you do on somebody else. No. But they all see is you need help. But still you try so hard to cover up your games. You try so hard, hoping that one day something gon' change.
How are you feeling?
It's hard work. I'm actually really happy. I have no idea what the result was, but had a really good swim. I think I was third out of the water. On the bike was really, really hard. So I was happy with the first half. We had a massive tailwind, so I just stuck to exactly what I had to do. Felt great for like the first half an hour. And then we flipped into this massive headwind, and then, yeah, the big bikers came by, and I was like I tried to stay with them for a little bit, but just didn't have the legs. And then I came into transition, and the wind is so strong here, it blew my number belt away, and I forgot it when I left. So I ran like 400 meters out of transition onto the run course, and then I'm like, I don't have my number belt, I'm gonna get disqualified or get a penalty. So I ran all the way back in transition, and then I was running like, yeah, with my head on fire, and I had my fastest ever half marathon. So I think despite the result, really pumped with the progress across the board. So I think I don't know if you're looking at the results saying, I don't know if Justin had a good one or not, but I'm actually really pumped, so.
And running into second place with a fantastic run from Boulder, Colorado, Jeanni Metzler.
Oh, that was tough, man.
Really tough. Ripping off the
What
Band-Aid of this
happened?
season. I mean, it wouldn't have really mattered. I think I would have been like 8. Maybe.
So I started and my zipper just went out. And I couldn't get it out.
Not all the way. It went like down to like
I
here.
couldn't get my zipper out. It was like stuck in transition. I lost like 30 seconds.
Yeah, that number one is hard to get up there. I think Sky's pretty.
What is going on, guys? Justin and Jeannie here, checking in after 70.3 Texas. We're back in Boulder, and we want to just give you a quick rundown of how the race went for us both. And we're our harshest critics when it comes to these races. You come back, and definitely the coaches are trying to tell us about all the positive things that we did, but as an athlete you look for the things that you can improve on. So I think individually we're kind of focused on those. So we thought it'd be interesting to give you guys the quick hits. Jeannie's going to say the top 3 things that I did well, and then I'm going to talk about the top 3 takeaways from her race. So Jeannie, why don't you kick it off?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Justin had a great performance in Texas. We're super grateful to be able to race. We didn't know if it was going to happen, so we're pretty happy that it did go off. Justin, he came third out of the water, only 15 seconds down from Ben Knut, who's a phenomenal swimmer. So Justin really had a solid swim there, and he was able to hold second place all the way to the turnaround on just an out and back course pretty much. So holding second place in that field was really solid. And coming back into transition, he just unfortunately made the mistake of not grabbing his race number belt, so he had to go back for that, and he lost some time, which is totally it happens, right? But he lost time, and I think he still was able to run a PR, which is really, really solid. I think he ran a 1:11, so just really great running, and just a great performance all around.
Yeah, thanks, babe. In terms of Jeannie's race, I mean, she's an incredible athlete. We all know that, right? Second place at a big North American 70.3. That's nothing to snub at, particularly just being 1 minute behind Sky, who's on awesome form right now, coming off Miami, coming off Daytona. She's doing great. So, yeah, just being in second place behind her, you got to give her credit, and, you got to give kudos to your race. Number 2, Jeannie locked down her 70.3 world slot. St. George is a course that Jeannie's raced super well at. She's been second there before in a North American Championship, and so eyeing up the 70.3 in a couple weeks and then 70.3 Worlds being there in September, getting that qualification done was really big for her in terms of just her season goals. So getting that in the bank was great. And then, of course, I mean, we can't overlook the run that she threw down. You know, official splits had her just over 1:15, but her watch, with the course being a little bit long, had it at 1:14.14, which the official split has it as the 6th fastest ever female 70.3 run, and unofficially the 2nd fastest ever, given the split off her watch. But I guess we can't really count that one. So just really proud of the run that she put together. She put a lot of work into her running. You know, she's a phenomenal runner. If you ever see her on course, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, just really proud that she kicked off the season in style, and I think that we both have a lot to build on for the upcoming races. Both of us are doing 70.3 St. George May 1st, and then I'm doing Ironman Coeur d'Alene late June, and then Jeanni's schedule will be a little bit you know, to be determined based off how St. George goes. But yeah, still trying to you know, relish in that the forgetting the bib number situation. I want to know in the comments below what your biggest triathlon snub was. What was the biggest mistake and biggest error that you made in the race? Let me know what happened, how much time you lost, what the problem was.
My zipper was down in T1 and I struggled with that. I lost 30 seconds there.
We say all the time that, you know, we've been doing this sport long enough. I've probably done over 100 triathlons in my life. I've never had one that goes 100% perfect. So, you know, you hope that these mistakes aren't as costly as like a 2 or 3 minute as this one was. But yeah, I want to know what happened to you and let us know, and yeah, how you overcame that adversity and, you know, forged on to still finish the race and get the job done.
Yeah, and I just think it's important for us to just thank everyone for following us. It really means a lot to us, and yeah, if you haven't already, just subscribe and like these videos. It's not easy to create all this content, and Justin does a really great job with Katie Withrow, so I'm just really grateful for all the support out there.
She killed the outro. All right, guys, see you in the next video. Peace.